Hey, 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 beautiful ones. As we look out into the world and we see the beauty, we see each other's expressions. In these different expressions that create our reality, we are always keying in that the treasure is you. Welcome, beautiful ones. I am Sonia, the host of the Treasure Is You podcast, and we are rising to higher levels of awareness. Yes, dear ones. As I always like to share with all of us, with all of you, that we are in a new cycle. And this new cycle, dear ones, is helping us to be more aware. It is helping us to keep a vibration where your heart is always open. Yes, this is what is happening. And right now, we are in a waning moon phase in Pisces. So right now, universally, we are more emotional. Our emotional body is telling us things right now. As a matter of fact, our emotional body is always telling us things, but right now it is at its peak because everything in our lives, everything in the world, everything that surrounds us, beautiful ones, I'm here to share with you, is all interwoven. It is all integrated. Everything is connected. So when we learn, as I love to share with all of you about the planets, about our energetic selves, about this beautiful dance that we are all doing. And this dance is called life. So are you dancing or are you stumbling with each step on your life journey? Yes, this is a very good question. Are you dancing? Because if you are dancing, that means that you understand this connection that we all have with the universe, that we all have with the other planets that circulate around us, that you understand about the elements. That is actually us. So if you are dancing, that means that you are in union. And that's a beautiful thing. But if you are not in union and you're stumbling with each step, that means that there are parts of you that you are resisting. You are having I like to say, a battle with yourself, because there are parts of humanity that still have attachments to. Yeah. We all attach to certain things at times, but we are in a phase where we are being shown these attachments so you can release them, so you can begin dancing instead of stumbling in life because of an attachment that you don't need to be attached to. All right, beautiful ones? So we are rising to higher levels of awareness. So before I continue, I would like to share with you as well that I have a webinar that is on my website. I will place a link. You have to fill out a form to register. I have this webinar is on my website. So you have to fill out the form to be a part of this webinar. And this webinar is entitled Rise Up from the Cascading Echoes of Illusion. Yes, beautiful one. So, because we are in this new cycle, I have been led to discuss about us letting go of these illusions, especially during this new cycle. So, I will place a link so you can be a part of this webinar. And this webinar is actually a transmission. As a matter of fact, everything that I do is a transmission. So we are learning to let go of those attachments. Now, for each person, it will be different. You will have things in your life that you are attached to that you are unaware of. And as a matter of fact, it is things that you do every day and you did not realize that it was an attachment. So in this webinar, I will be speaking about some of these things, bringing awareness, because it is time for humanity to continue rising and letting go of those attachments, because they no longer serve us, dear ones. No, they do not. I mean, when we go through these expressions, we are meant to learn from them and then keep it moving. But we're not meant to stay in them. You see what I'm saying? We're not meant to stay in them our entire life. Our entire life. No, because that means we're not growing. We're not evolving. We're not allowing ourselves to expand beyond what we have learned. We're not allowing ourselves to grow. And our nature is to grow, is to create, is to evolve. And that is what we're doing. We have to have patience. We have to have grace for ourselves. And we have to remember that we are creators. Yes, we have to remember these things, dear ones. So when you know that you are a creator, that means that you have just leveled up. You have aligned with a higher vibration of yourself. That higher vibration that says, I can do anything. Okay? But when you say I can do anything, you're saying it in a place of not having bondage, not having a heavy weight holding you down. This is what I'm speaking of. I'm not speaking of trying to be better than a person. I'm speaking of your freedom, your sovereignty. Because humanity can take things out of context. So I'm here to clear that up. There are so many expressions that hold humanity back from its self. And we are not being held back. No. We are taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, and learning each day as we grow and evolve. That's what it's all about. Yes, because when you evolve, beautiful one, beautiful soul, you help your whole family. You help everyone that comes into contact with you, and you help everyone in the world because we are all interconnected. We are all entangled with each other's thoughts, beliefs, actions. We are one. And until all of humanity can vibrate as one, we will be a great example for those that are coming after us. Yes. So we're being that example, and that example is being a leader. We are leading the way so that our children, and guess what? Sometimes our children are leading the way, teaching us because it's interchangeable. You are the student and the teacher, okay? It's not fixed. Yeah, I'm being told to tell you that. The old way was about being fixed in certain beliefs, but we are more fluid. We are more flowing like the water that you see flowing downstream effortlessly, gentle and calm. Now, some of the waters may flow with a high intensity, but I'm speaking of the gentle waters that clears your mind. Yeah. The rain that falls on our earth that nourishes all of nature, that purifies the earth. It cleanses the earth. And when it cleanses the earth, guess what? It's cleansing all of us as well. As above, so below, dear ones. We are reflections of this mighty universe. Okay? Beautiful ones. I will place a link for the webinar. Rise up from the cascading echoes of illusion. And we are rising every day, especially when you know who you are. And we are doing great things in this new beginning. Yes, we are, beautiful ones. So I will place the link. Have a lovely day. Know always that the treasure is you. All right, beautiful ones, take care.